What is going on today, guys? This is Andy's Venture back for another video, and today I actually am out in Utah because I moved out here about 9 months ago. Haven't posted in a while because I didn't really know what direction I wanted to take my channel, but I sort of have an idea now. I just got my hair cut, and it is the beginning of what is going to be a pretty long winter. We're gonna be headed over to this coffee shop that I like to go to right now, and then after that I'm gonna head into the canyon and show you where I live and show you why I moved here, and also like why I think it's important to get out of your hometown. Being from where I'm at in Sarasota, Florida, I think it's very important for anyone, not just someone from Sarasota, but just to get out of your hometown and live somewhere where you're not completely comfortable. So we'll catch you right after I get my coffee. All right, coffee done. Now we're going to the canyon. So I live at a place called Cottonwood Heights, which is at really close to Salt Lake City, about 20 minutes away. I love the area that I'm at specifically because it's closer to everything. Like, I got the mountains right here, but I'm also like 20 minutes from Salt Lake City, like 30 minutes away from the airport. So like, it's really great for all access. But anyways, as it stands, living out in Utah has been a huge change of pace for me. I think moving out of your hometown could be one of the most important things you do. I personally know a lot of like family and friends and just acquaintances I've met over the years being in Florida that really never get out. And it was really surprising from an early age. Like, my parents took me, you know, not crazy places, but like I was very appreciative of where I was able to go. My mom and dad used to take me to Georgia and take me on trips every year, up to like New Hampshire and just kind of different places around the East Coast, see the fall leaves. And it's just surprising to me to hear about how many people just never get out. And I think traveling could be a really eye-opening experience, period, just because you just get to see so many different ideas from people and ways of life. Like, I went to Thailand, and you learn different ideas, you grow. And for me, moving out to a different state has really opened me up to a different experience in life. It never really felt like Florida was home. I know that's where my family is, but Florida just never felt like home, you know, quote unquote, for me. I always felt at home in the mountains, and especially where my parents would take me in Georgia. I just really grew to appreciate the mountains a lot more than I appreciated the beach. I think there's a lot of beautiful places in Florida, but I just think when you live in a place for that long, anything can get old. I didn't like the idea of going to the beach and sitting down and doing nothing. I just can't be sitting down and doing nothing. Hence why I'm driving right now and talking to you on the camera. I like to be multitasking. But we are at a place called Silver Lake right now, and you know, I think you're gonna see it right now, but this is one of the main reasons I came out here, just to live in the mountains. Dang, it is chillier than I thought it would be. It's gotta be in the 40s right now. All I got on is shorts and a shirt, so it's getting cold. It's called Silver Lake. It's at the base of Brighton, which is one of the ski resorts here. Brighton is right over there. Yeah, so I just think moving out to a place like the mountains opposed to living in Florida after you've lived in an area for so long can be really life-changing for the experience as a whole. But I'm just super active, so I enjoy the mountains because there's more activities for me to enjoy. I think the same can be true for someone who's from the mountains, who has been here for their whole lives and wanted to see something different. Maybe they got tired of the snow, I don't know, but I honestly don't see how I could get tired of living in an area like this. I don't know, to each their own. You can like the beach as much as you want, but if you're someone that likes to sit down and hang out and go drinking and live like you're retired for your whole life, you know, it's fun. Good for you, but couldn't be me. You know, I moved out here, and I'm always the kind of person that thinks I can rough things out. I do know last winter I was very ill prepared for this season. It was insane. The snow was a record year, I think. I think they said that it started snowing even sooner than last year, and they're saying it could be even a better year this year for whatever reason. But I'm excited as hell because that right there is gonna be all white soon. And that means skiing and snowboarding. Getting to experience the mountains is just so eye-opening. You meet different people, you see different things, you get different ideas, you just grow as a person. And I think that's a really important part of life. I think when you live in an area for so long where people are all doing and thinking the same thing, you get complacent. And that's dangerous in itself because it doesn't promote change. Like, change is necessary. Being a person who is able to adapt and think freely really can be quite enjoyable. I think when you're staying in one area for your whole life, like personally, I can't imagine doing that. I think that's miserable. I think staying in one place for your whole life and never really getting outside of it more than a few times, like, why would you do that to yourself? You know, getting older, I'm 28 right now. You're not old, but growing up, and like watching videos, I've always wanted to get into video making and do stuff like this, but I always cared too much about what other people thought. And I'm just at this point in my life where I just don't care what other people think. If someone's gonna give me crap for doing what I like to do and what makes me happy, if it's not hurting anyone else, then like, why do you gotta be negative? What have you ever done that is outside of the box that would be considered different? Too many people get too caught up in what other people are thinking, and they hold themselves back from so many different things just because of what other people might think. That's so odd to me, to think about making a decision because of what somebody else thinks. Life is all about the experiences you have, and you learn from those experiences if you make those mistakes, but I don't think this is a mistake. I'm just going along with life and trying to document it. Another reason I think you should get out is just to kind of refresh yourself. I think when you live in that area, like when you live in like one area for your whole life, you don't expand your horizons too much. You just get to see a whole different side of life. I'll give you an example. I went to Thailand in December for a month. Like, you just see a different culture, and you see that these people have a completely different way of life, and it just helps you appreciate the life you have and the things you grew up with, but also helps you understand that you should be appreciative of what you have. I think life is all about perspective, by the way. I think perspective in life is detrimental to being happy. If you don't have a perspective, like if you're a rich person, okay, but you were always rich, you don't have that perspective on what it was like to go through the struggle. Not to say that money makes you happy, but I can say it makes you less stressed. 100%. When people say money doesn't make you happy, it's true to an extent, but they're not painting the full picture, okay? I can tell you this, if I'm working at a job where I'm making $8 an hour, I am definitely going to be more stressed than if I'm making, say, what I'm making now. It also changes the way you do things. It gives you more free time. I'm working less, making more, have more time to do things like this and make videos. And so money can definitely just make your life easier. I think you realize that if you are making more money, it just opens you up to different avenues, allows you to travel, allows you to spend money on things that you normally wouldn't spend on if you didn't have that money. I think everyone needs to have a direction, and when you don't have a direction, you feel lost. So we are at the canyon area still. Going to the top of there. So I will catch you right at the top. So, you know, when I'm at most peace, I feel like I'm doing something that's making me forget about all my worries, and it's a little interesting. I've always realized that when I'm like diving, or if I'm climbing, if I'm doing anything that requires me to be present and not really think about other things, is when I feel like I'm at most peace, or I feel like I just don't have things to worry about. You know, I'm just doing, I'm just living. Whew. It's high up here, and the leaves are changing to this yellow color. It is so gorgeous. My favorite things about this truck is the fact that it has this back window back here. I can put her down, put it up, but I got it down right now because when it's nice weather like this, guys, and it's a little cooler out, it's just so nice out. So yeah, guys, that is why I think you should move out of your hometown. I just think experiencing different things is an important part of life. I think doing different things, getting to meet new people, and just overall, it helps you expand as a person and grow. So if you are contemplating whether you should move out or not, I think you should definitely do it. You never get a chance to say, oh, well, I never took that chance, so I never experienced it. You know, it's just stupid. So what you can do is you can say, well, I tried it out and I didn't like it. Or hopefully, if you do it, I moved out and I loved it, which is exactly what happened with me. So the point of today's video is just if I could maybe convince somebody to get outside of their hometown and live somewhere else and see something different for a while, I hope I did. But yeah, that's the end of the video, and I'll catch you guys later.